So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out a polygel kit from Temu. Retails for $13. So if you want to see more, let's open it up and see what we got. So guys, the brand of this polygel kit is called Emi, and most of the polygels came individually packaged. This one right here, I was a bit confused as to why it wasn't packaged and it didn't have the brand logo on it, so I was a bit stumped for a while. But this is a nude polygel. So anyway, these are all of the polygels right here. They came individually sealed in their baggies, which is really cool, so that if it spills, it doesn't mess up the rest of polygels. And as usual, the polygels came sealed. So as you can see, the label there shows that that is a nude polygel. So I'm just going to be swatching all of the polygels so that y'all can see the beautiful colors that I got. So this is after curing, and these are the colors. So I'm going to be doing a nail design. So I am using extra long nail tips. I got these nail tips from Amazon. I didn't want the nails to be too long, so I'm just finding my sizes right here. Then I'm just going to be applying some sunscreen to my hand. Since my hand is going to be in the lamp often during this video, I need to protect my skin. And I'm also going to be placing my UV gloves on for added protection. So I am using gel base coat to adhere the nail tips, and I'm also using my Model 1's Esmeow nail lamp. So I just placed a small bead of the gel base coat in the well of the tip, and then I applied to my nail and flash cure that for 15 seconds. I'm going to be doing that for all of the nails. Then when I am finished applying all of the nails, I would cure for 30 seconds. Next, I applied gel base coat to all of the nails, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. I usually use to buff the surface of the nail tips to remove the shine. However, since I don't leave my nails on for that long, I decided to skip that step. And by the way, I did prep my nails and apply my own peel off base coat off camera. I am using rubbing alcohol as a slip solution, and I'm just going to be picking out the polygels that I want to use to do this nail set, and I'm using the light purple polygel and a glitter polygel. So starting on the middle nail, I applied a bead of the purple polygel, and I'm just distributing that on the middle nail to cover the whole nail. So this polygel was really good. It wasn't stiff and it also wasn't runny. It was a good consistency. It was really good to work with. I was expecting it to be a lot more stiffer than it really was, so that's a good thing. So I'm just evenly distributing this polygel, and this polygel needed another layer in order to get it a little more opaque. Yes, it is a pastel light purple polygel, but it needed something more because it was a bit too light for my liking. But I really like how this nail design turned out. Let me know what you guys think. It was inspired by a picture I saw on Pinterest, and I knew when I picked this polygel kit, I knew I had to recreate that nail set. So I would leave the picture right here. So yes, I'm just continually placing the polygel brush over the nail to get a smooth surface. This usually helps to get that smooth surface that you want, but do not apply too much pressure when you are going over the nail. And I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going in with my second bead, and as soon as I applied the second bead, the nails got more opaque looking. It wasn't so light and translucent. So I just pat the polygel around the cuticle area first, making sure that it looks neat and nice around the cuticle area, and it's really thin around the cuticle area because I didn't want to flood the cuticles. And then I bring the polygel down the nail, and I always make sure to have that straight line across the nail. And when I'm ready, I feed the polygel into the cured polygel, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. So I just showed a bird's eye view, and the nail wasn't looking boxy like I would like for it to look. It was looking a bit lopsided, so I needed to apply some more polygel to the tip area just to get that boxy look that I want, and then I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the ring nail, I'm going to be doing a color block side French nail. So I applied a small bead of the purple polygel, and I'm going to be doing a slanted nail. So I make sure to slant the polygel to one side, and the reason why I'm applying a small bead is because I need to be able to manage the polygel. If I applied a large bead, it would be difficult to manage. So by applying the small bead, it's easier for me to mold the polygel into what I want it to be, and that is a side French color block. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure this for 30 seconds. Then I'm going in with a second bead to build the thickness and the opacity of this nail, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now onto the index nail, I'm going to be doing an ombre nail. So I applied a bead of the purple polygel and distributed it around the cuticle area. And then I would smoothen the surface of this purple polygel on the nail right here. Make sure that the surface is really smooth. That's one thing that's really important, to smoothen the surface and make sure that the surface is even. So you have to look at the nail from all angles. And I also removed some of the polygel because it was a lot for this nail. Since this nail is going to be an ombre nail, it didn't need that much polygel, and I make sure to get that straight line across the nail. And I just smoothen everything, look at the nails from all angles. Then when I am ready, I would feed the polygel into the nail tip. So I cured that for 30 seconds, and this is how it looks. And as you can see, it looks way lighter than the rest of the nails. So I knew I needed to apply a second bead to build the opacity of this nail. So I'm doing that right here, and I would also cure that for 30 seconds. I did the same thing for the pinky nail. So I'm going in with this beautiful glitter polygel. So I just placed a small bead at the tip of the index nail, and I'm just evenly distributing that to the tip area only. Then I would fade that polygel into the purple polygel to create my glitter ombre. Then I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the pinky nail, I am doing the same thing. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the glitter ombre nails, and I'm using my Mother One's clear polygel. So I'm just going to be doing that for the index nail and the pinky nail because I need to file the ring nails. So I just want to make sure that my glitters are protected so that I do not accidentally encapsulate dust inside of these nails. So by encapsulating the nails now makes it a lot easier and makes everything move a lot smoother. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I would cure each nail for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking. Now I am just using some rubbing alcohol to remove the tackiness from all of the nails and the ring nail in particularly, so that I can file the ring nail. And I had to remove my gloves because my glove is already messed up by filing with the gloves on, so I didn't want to do any more damage. So I removed my gloves and I'm just going to be filing the ring nail just to get that crisp straight line, and also just to taper in the nail a bit just to get the nail to look well shaped and structured. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Now I'm going to be applying gel base coat to the tip area of the ring nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to be using these Aurora flakes on the nail. So I applied some gel base coat again, and then I'm going to be placing some of the flakes on the nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And this nail set is really a subtle spring purple nail set. Everything is purple and it looks so good. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set, and if you just find the video and you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit the like button, comment your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe. So after curing, I am applying some more gel base coat to seal in the Aurora flakes, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the tip area of the ring nail and curing that for 30 seconds. Now I'm just using some rubbing alcohol again to remove the stickiness from the nails, and then I would file the nails. And this is after filing. Now I'm going to be using these purple 3D stripes on the nails. Now I'm applying some gel base coat to the nails, and the reason why I'm applying gel base coat is because I saw some scratches when I was finished filing the nails. Usually when I apply gel base coat, it removes the marks most times. Sometimes it doesn't work, but for the most part it does work. However, for this nail set it didn't work because when I was finished with the nail design I could still see scratches on the nails, so I didn't like that, but I couldn't do anything about it. So I guess with this polygel you cannot file on it that much. This purple polygel, you just cannot file on it as much as you would like because it leaves scratches. I even buffed the nails off camera, by the way. I don't show my whole filing process, but I did buff the surface of the nails and that didn't work either. So I guess with some polygels, you know, you could file on it and nothing happens, and then with other polygels you cannot file on it. So for this purple polygel, when you file, you would get scratches on the nails. And a solution for this is to encapsulate the purple polygel so you wouldn't have to file directly on the purple polygel. You would be filing on the clear polygel. So that's a suggestion. So I cured the gel base coat for 30 seconds. Now I'm using my cuticle nippers to cut off the excess striping tape from the nails. Now I am applying gel top coat and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And I also top coated the underside of the ring nail. So I'm going to be using my rhinestone glue to adhere some rhinestones. So I just placed a layer of rhinestone glue on the pinky nail and the index nail. Then I apply some gel top coat, and before curing that, I'm going to be placing some purple rhinestones on both nails, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking, and I think they look so good. So now I'm just going to be using some cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails, and this cuticle oil, I got it from Temu. And what I've noticed about the cuticle oils that I got from Temu is that they leak a lot. I do not know why, but they leak, and the thing that you turn to crank it up to get the cuticle oils, sometimes it just does not work. So these cuticle oil pens are not that great. I've never had a problem with my Model 1's cuticle oil pens the way I've had with some of these cuticle oil pens. I've used 3 cuticle oil pens from Temu so far because something always happens to them. I'm never able to use out the cuticle oil in the cuticle oil pen. Something always happens that I have to switch to another. So yeah, they're not that great like I thought they would be. But anyway, this is the finished look, guys. This is my spring purple polygel nail set using polygel from Temu by a company called Emi. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this nail set in the comments below. I think it turned out really good. It's such a subtle spring nail set. It looks amazing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.